The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone.
What you doing, Terry? What?
You have your keyboard.
There's a what?
You have your keyboard.
Yeah, babe.
I haven't seen it.
You late.
The pink one.
For a touchback.
Ready up. Mark 57. I don't even know why this team showed up.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, Love, and Thomas has it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
Here we go. Set.
Tell Johnny I'm in the middle of the game. I don't like talking in the middle of the game.
On 1st down, Love. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
I get off my phone when I play on like these. Get into arguments and stuff all the time.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Coming to you. Sponge.
2nd and 5. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Set go. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Echo. Ready, go.
On 1st and 10, Love going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Go.
Throwing again. Love. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Bend it. Bend it. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. Stepping up. He's going to... And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. It's their quarterback. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Now a handoff working right. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his, feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Bravo!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
Let's go, D.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go, go. 58 points. Go.
From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun, Love. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. To throw again, Love. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on second down. Jackson looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 64 yards.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Throwing on first down. Love. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 58, ready, go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
It's So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's get it together, defense.
He pitches it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now fourth down coming up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Check nine. He's crossing. He's checking crack. Check out.
They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and now it's second down.
Red. 8, read. Mike 58, right there. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Ready.
Throwing again. Love. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Love. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
You gotta get on the chat first. You're in the chat? Yeah, but you gotta say something. You gotta send a message to
the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
Tag the text and send them, yo, send me invite. He might tag you on the rules or something.
Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Bullcrap, dude.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a handoff.
Why?
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, When I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
It's our time. Watch me call. 132 fight. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
Here's Eckler, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Charlie.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, we're going to set, but ain't it? Mike, 58, right there. Hey, defense, back up.
Now it's the backup Newton. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We got 4.
Operating from the gun, Love. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Set, ready. With the 60, orange. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down.
2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Pilot 64, weak. Ready, go.
From the gun, Love. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
10-2, son. Strip that ball. Kill. Watch twins. Tight on. Alert 3. Check. Let's go.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hatchet. Check it backer, check it backer. Wide. Get wide.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
That's where you belong.
He is brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the Ravens' 8-yard line.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Here's second and 8. Now he's flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jalen Ferguson able to record his 5th sack of the season. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Operating from the gun. Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Miami Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. 15. Check my. Let's go. My ball. Pick up the ball. Kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Yo.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there. Second down. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Charger drive about to get going. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game. And on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the gun, Love. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson to throw. Space to maneuver at the 40. Got a man. It's Brown. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.